Someone tried to call me. I have to start all over again. Not all over, I'm not gonna start over, but all right, so that energy of like more money, more problems, she was really helping me clear out that energy and really helping you guys begin to own your space and own what is money for you and make it a lot more, money's a lot more neutral than what people make it out to be. So she's really helping me neutralize what money is for you guys. She's really helping me basically help you guys break past this barrier and make abundance something that is natural and it is your birthright. Because for this being, I was looking at her and it was just kind of like, and she's a she, it was just like natural. It was just kind of like nature. It just, of course, you just receive. And what she was doing was just kind of making it very like matter of fact of like, of course you receive, like, of course you can just have whatever it is that you want. Of course you can just like receive a bunch of money out of nowhere. It was just becoming a lot more like, instead of shocking, because usually it's like, wow, I can't believe this happened. Like manifestations like that have a much harder time coming in. So basically, she was helping me release that and helping you guys really own where this can be something that's just normal. It's just like, yeah, because the more neutral you are to getting something, easier can come in. So that was another thing too, just like, yeah, of course, just nature, just kind of like filling you guys in with that sort of energy. Okay, cool. Also, I thought you guys should know this, but you should really look at your wallet. If you're really loving the money aspect of this, especially my newbies, I'm going to be having an entire money and manifestation month. So if you just like the taste of that, it'll go even deeper. Begin to look at your wallets. I just got a new one. It is from Gucci. Gucci. I have never gotten a designer item before. I never had the money for it. 2 years ago, I was homeless and a dancer and just couldn't afford anything. And now I just afford my first Gucci item. So I like calling it Gucci because I don't know, for some reason it's kind of like fuck the man energy. It just sounds really stupid. But find a wallet that you actually really, really like. And the reason why I got a new one was because straight up, my wallet actually, like, stuff spilled on my wallet, like it completely destroyed it, and like something just was like, Courtney, it's time for you to get a new wallet, you're outgrowing this wallet. And I was like, oh, okay. I'm not saying you have to buy something that's really super like bougie, like Gucci, like Gucci. You just like getting something that you like, and like what is the energy of money for you? Because next month, in January, I'm going to literally be healing the wallets and the bank accounts. So just really diving deep into money. And in that wallet was still like, and I've kind of still been like worried, like, oh my God, is the money gonna run out? Like, is like all, just, am I just suddenly gonna lose all my patrons? Am I just gonna suddenly, like, everyone's just gonna hate me? Am I gonna get canceled? I don't know, just like these things were just like, and I noticed in my wallet, I still had my food stamps card. Like, I was on fucking EBT food stamps 2 years ago, and I fucking got out of it with this work. So basically, like, that energy of just like, whoa, my food stamps are in there, and like my old like EBT like debit card is still in there, and I kept it just in case, and I like had these, I had my old like student ID in there, and it was kind of like being a broke college student energy, and I took it out, and I like threw it out today because I got my wallet literally today. It came in the mail today after I did the third chakra healing on money. And I like really liked this one because I was like, I want one that like represents me now. And I am the bougie psychic. I like bougie things. And this one was really cool because I'm not really a labels kind of like super like Gucci, like everywhere where it says everything. I know it looks a little tacky to me, but or just like label. But I wanted to be luxury, but like subtle, but also It's just really aggressively pink. And this was like the Valentine's Day edition. And what I'm trying to attract into my life more is love and labels. Like love and labels, like love and expensive things. And I'm setting that for my space. I'm just like a guy. It's like Valentine's Day. Like I want a guy to spoil me. But yeah, so just kind of like setting the energy of the space, and yeah, just, you know, like and at first I was really scared to get this wallet. I'm like, oh my God, like, should I spend this much money on a wallet? Like, I can't afford that. And that's a fucking energy. And I realized I'm like, no, like, this is how I'm setting my money space to get more of this. I can afford this easily. Boom, like a shift in that. And that was what also the healing really helped me with last night too. So if you're kind of like worried about money and like, oh my God, can I afford this? And that, like, all those like money sort of false beliefs are coming up, or like, that is probably the healing. But look at your wallets. Look at your wallets. Where are you keeping your money? It's an energy. It's an energy. So it doesn't have to be gucky. It can be like just a cool tiny wallet, but it's fucking dope and it represents you, and it doesn't have to be like luxurious to set the, you know, if you want a lot of money, it can be different. Anyway, you guys know this. So I'm just the bougie psychic. It's who I am. Okay, moving forward to, hold on, there's a cord in my first chakra. We'll put it out. All right. Okay, so what was I doing next? ADHD. I'm sorry. Next steps, and then power. I'm talking about power next. Oh my God. Okay, so because I want to talk about the being that I worked with. Okay, so once that little lovely lady left and I was like healing all around money and helping you guys just, you know, get people out of that money space, then I was really working on getting people out of the money space. And setting the vibration of money to something very different, where it's like parental control, or like people really trying to like stop you from making more money, and like where it was like a bad thing for you to be making money. Oh, that was another thing that I was actually clearing, was like, where you're a bad person if you have more money than your friends, if you have more money than your parents, if you have more money than other people. What if that is something that is actually incredibly super helpful for them, because maybe they're stuck in that energy that they can't have more, and you, by having more, what that does is it actually sets the example and says, oh, if I can do this, then you can do this too. And it actually like helps people live in their truth more. So by you having more, you can also support small businesses. You can also, you know, there needs to be more good people with money. Like me, since I've been making more money, I've been able to support small businesses, and I've been able to buy things from these small businesses and helping these other people grow. You having money is a blessing for other people. That is something that you really filled in with too. You having money is a blessing. It is a blessing for everybody. Everybody. You are not greedy. You are not a part of the evil Amazon, Jeff Bezos sort of capitalistic greed sort of mentality. You are a blessing, because if you use that money wisely and you support good causes and you support good people, you are helping those other people grow. And so that's the thing, is like you're able to buy from healers, you're able to help yourself more, you're able to like spend money on yourself, and so that you can serve more. And that was another energy that I really brought into your space as well. For power, oh my God, this one threw me for a fucking loop. Okay, so I brought in this being. So I have this supreme being kind of like help me bring in a being that is going to help me with this sort of blind spot that I have. Okay, and so with power, I have a blind spot. Okay, my entire family is like a power war. My dad, especially with men. And so I brought in this being that really fucking taught me something. I was like, holy shit. All right, so what this being did, it's like kind of hard to describe, but basically instead, a lot of people from their third chakras court each other from their third chakras to try to have power over them. or like they poured into their money space because that's power. And they literally, so when you're pouring into something, you are sending your energy to it, okay? And so, when it comes to money, power. If somebody is having power over you or trying to have power over you, usually somewhere you're trying to have power over somebody else too. So there's two sides of the coin. You're not just a victim, okay? But this being began to help you do, okay, is instead of like, and I'm fucking out myself, right? Okay, so I want to have power over my ex-sorority sisters who freaking just were absolute assholes to me, and I want to brag in their face that I'm doing well, and like I'm doing so much better than them. I want to brag in my parents, especially my dad's face, that I am doing well. Because he did not want me to do well, and he told me that I was going to fail and like just beat me the fuck down, and I ended up doing really well. There's a part of me that I'm like, fuck you. There's a part of me whenever somebody gets into a fight with me on Twitter, where this one person just retweeted my pinned tweet talking about transmedium healings. It was like, are you on drugs? I immediately want to be like, fuck you, and annihilate them and just read them to shit. And boom, every single time you're doing that, you are sending energy to them. You are courting these people. And do you want to know what's going on? Because you're trying to have power over them. You're fucking sending them your energy. You're sending them your power. You're giving them your power. You were sort of giving it to them. And that's the thing, is that what this being was doing was it was going through the third chakra and basically pulling everywhere in, basically pulling you in everywhere you were courting people and giving your power. So a lot of you guys, I have had such a huge issue where it's like, I want to do better than you, and like, fuck you, like my ex-boyfriend, who just shat on me and spread all these lies about me, I want to do better than him, and he wants to do better than me, right? It's like, who wins the breakup? It's just sort of it's funny when I think about it now, because I just was so called out last night. But I've just been such a victim to all these people having power over me. But I'm like, fuck, I'm doing the exact same thing. I'm feeding them. So the thing is they are pulling all of this energy in, and what I was doing and what you guys are doing, and I'm outing myself because I want to disarm this. And I don't want it to be like a call out. I want to be transparent and be like, I have this shit too. So when you're courting these people, what you're doing is you're giving them your energy, and you're actually giving them your power. So you're helping them grow. You're helping feed them. You are feeding them. Literally, the thing that you're trying to not do. The thing that you're actually helping them grow. Oh God, it fucking blew my mind. So what this being was doing was just showing me it was this there's just no other way to describe it, of bringing in all of this power from everywhere else and just bringing it in. And so over the next few days, you might be triggered by somebody who's trying to have power over you, and you might have a completely different response. And today that happened with me, with this person who just retweeted my pinned tweet and was like, are you on drugs? And I was like, I just blocked him. I was like, I'm not going to try to win. I'm just whatever. Whatever. And, so basically you guys are really just bringing in all of this. Where are you wanting to have power over other people? And because that energy of wanting to have power over somebody else, or winning this game that doesn't even fucking exist, it's an ego game. That is where other people can court into you and attempt to take your power. Okay, there is, an attempt to take power, but then there's this attempt to control you, and suddenly you're getting all their energy in your space, and it's literally the reason that you're not able to move forward. So yes, on some level you can be trying to take somebody's power away. On some level you can be like, fuck you, you know what I mean? And sending this energy and you're trying to have power, and it's like a power game. Okay? And so this is how you win, is by not caring about winning. Duh. But that's the thing, is that, you know, that's what's holding a lot of you guys back when it comes to this like male domination, you know, the system having government over you, like having power over you. Like, where are you courting into these people and actually giving them power and actually helping them? So over the next few days, you actually like might, if there's like things that happen, you actually just might not begin to care, or you'd be really triggered about it in the moment. Then you're like, oh shit, you know, I just don't like that. All right, whatever. You know, it doesn't feed your ego as like it does. It was just really helping you, and that basically brings in all of your power into your center. And then, do you know what that does? Helps you be able to move forward and take next steps. The energy of you wanting to have power over someone, we all have egos, we all have these things, but like the energy that wants you to win is most likely foreign. So if you're identifying with that most, I mean, we all have our like, you know, things, don't get me wrong. I'm not like somebody who's like, everything is foreign, every negative like feeling is foreign, but like a lot of the times it's probably foreign. And a weird way for people to still stay in contact. This girl recently that I was friends with, and she's kind of like a big spiritualist mogul, and I just kind of decided I didn't really want to be friends with her anymore. I mean, she made an entire podcast about how our friendship was toxic. And it was her trying to have power over me, because I decided, you know, I was like, no. You know, and like part of me, once I figured that out, I went fucking crazy, okay? Like I wanted to like make something back. You know what she did? She was just feeding me the entire time. I was like, oh shit, like I got under your skin, you care. No, you're living in your mind rent free if you're making a whole podcast about me. So that's the thing, is that, you know, when it comes to this power stuff, like it's this power game, and where is that really, you know, interrupting your love life, which will be the next chakra. Ooh, next chakra! Oh, how great to get some of this out. So yeah, so basically this is really just like preventing you from taking next steps, preventing you from like, you know, meeting a new person, making more money. Because you know, if you're trying to beat someone, you're not. It just usually doesn't. There's healthy rivalry is fine, but like you know the way I'm talking about it. So yeah, this being was basically just really pulling in and bringing all of your power to the center. And if you guys are watching this and you tell me that you have never wanted to get revenge and you've never wanted to have power over someone, check yourself. Check yourself. We've all been there, okay? And that is you probably identifying with energy that's not you, and it's going to prevent you from moving forward. The fight and the energy all going, because you're putting all the energy to the fight, even on an unconscious level, and then you just, boop, it begins to go away. And watch, probably less people are going to less people are going to be able to court you. All right, so cool. So talking about next step space next. I was clearing a lot of energy in your third chakra and your first chakra and your feet around next steps, because the feet also represent next step. I mean, like, think about it. You get step in order to go in your next step. I was really clearing this energy out that was really just like keeping you from being able to make those next steps. Basically based on other people's approval, and it was related to the first chakra. A lot of you guys have had parents or had people in your life where perhaps they have not wanted you on some unconscious level to do better than them, to be an individual, be different than them. Maybe as a kid, your parents had a very hard time parenting you. Maybe you were literally abandoned, literally. Maybe, I'll talk about what happened to me at one point. There was a point where my little baby body felt my mom being ready to just not want to be my mom anymore because of everything that was happening with my dad at the time. And so that's basically why I've been taking on everybody's energy. So basically I started to suck in my mom's energy because her deciding she didn't like me anymore meant I was going to die. So there's a lot of you guys kind of basically need other people's approval in order to take that next step. You know, to hear Avery laughing at this. Basically, where did being liked and where did approval actually become necessary in order for you to survive? And where is that still playing out today, even as an adult? It holds you back from being able to get what you want. And so I was basically clearing this energy in the first chakra that put, being liked and approved of in the first chakra. It's like a literal survival thing, and where that was actually connected to your next step space. So a lot of you guys might not begin to stop giving a literal flying fuck. You might just all right, you don't have to like me. Especially if it's mom. Where women have to like you. So the energetic relationship that you have with your parents is the energetic relationship that you have with every being. So with uterus body people, mom, with penis body people, dad. When it comes to non-binary people, it's very case by case. It can switch. I say switch. So basically, I really went back to some of those early memories and began to basically give your body what it needed during that time. That is the cool thing about energy, is that I can actually go back to the moment, or if there's a similar theme with a lot of people in this group of any sort of abandonment or any sort of needing somebody to like you in order to survive. That energy has been really, really cleared out, okay? And I was really going back to that moment and giving that little baby body basically what it needed during that time to be stable and okay. So I can't change what happened, but I changed the energy around that memory and began to neutralize that memory. So, when you're freaking out about mom, I kind of just put you guys in a gold bubble and just really, really, really solidified, just you're okay, you're safe, and kind of filled you in with what it would have been like if mom just was there, the energy of that. And that is going to begin to shift a lot of things for you, okay? So if you're randomly I randomly woke up in the middle of the night and was really freaked out about my mom. Weird shit like that might happen in your growth period. What this is going to do in general, if it was mom or dad, it's just the theme of somebody not liking you in order to take a next step. I was really, really they don't approve of it. They say no. A lot of parental energy of you're not allowed to do this. Where you could not be autonomous, where you did not have your personal power, and you could not take that next step. So that was something that I was really, really releasing and watching you really fill in with just this sort of seniority and personal power that just is going to allow you to move forward. You don't need someone to like you in order to survive. And the thing is that, the more yourself that you become, you are going to become more aligned with people who actually like you for you. And I'm going to even relate this to money and business because this is third chakra stuff. The more yourself that you become, you may lose the people who are kind of there on the outskirts, but what you actually gain is something called brand loyalty. Okay, so I majored in advertising. I was top of my class, one of the tops of my class, straight up, like, no cap, like, straight up top of my class. The just let me know, I'm not to my home for a second, but the ex-CEO of Coors Brewing Company actually scouted me out in the middle of the class and asked if he could be my mentor. So I know shit. Okay, so anyway, just really good. So the more you that you become, the more people are going to be attracted to you, and you're going to build something called brand loyalty. You don't need thousands and thousands of followers on Twitter or Instagram or something like that in order for people to want to work with you. All you need, if you set like a Patreon or something at like $5,000, technically you only need 1,000 loyal people who fucking like you. And you're going to find those people the more you that you become, because you're going to be a magnet for those people, and they're going to stick around and they're going to commit to you because you're committing to yourself. So that's a little spiritual branding. So if you're worried about losing clients, if you're worried about people not liking you, this is why, it's fucking annoying, but those people who charge like $800 for a birth chart reading, they don't care if anybody likes them. People are buying from them. Not condoning it. I'm just, Donald Trump, he doesn't care if people like him, but people are fucking insanely like gung-ho about him. He's kind of a lie himself, but he thinks he's really real. And so everyone likes him because he's so like him. Everyone's like, oh yeah, he's real. You know what I mean? But like to what people think is real. He's just an ass. But like, he appeals to assholes. He has found his niche market. It's not a niche market. He has found his people that like him. That's why he's so sick. That's why people are crazy about him, gung-ho in the streets, And so that's the thing about you, is if you're trying to build a business, or if you're trying to build on Instagram, if you're caring about people liking you, you're going to feel really alone if you're playing small and you have hundreds of thousands of followers, and you're just, not saying the shit that people are like, whoa, interesting, You're not going to get people who are constantly coming back to you, buying, or like wanting to be your friend. It'll be like very like small connections. And so even when that's just a little business thing for you. So if you want to stand out, be you. That's what I've done, and that's why I'm here right now, is because I'm so fucking real with you guys all the time, trying to be. So that's the thing, is like people want authenticity. You want to be liked, be you. Because the more that you like you, the more people are going to reciprocate that and fucking be loyal, go to the earth for you. Like just defend you, do all this shit for you. It's just how it works. So when it comes to that next step, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Like if some people are just like, I've had mutuals just unfollow me this week. I'm literally saying like, yeah, I don't agree with my birth chart anymore. Period. Done. People are like, what the fuck? Well, other people are like, whoa, holy shit. That's gonna fucking up-level me. It is. I'm gonna lose a shitload of people, but at the same time, I'm probably gonna be making more money than people, So anyway, that's what I'm trying to say, is you be you, and you'll attract that energy. You're going to attract more money. You're going to attract more people who like you for the real you, because people are craving authenticity. And I said that I even had an understanding of that while I was in the advertising school, and that's why that dude scouted me out. So that is my little third chakra 3D spirituality combined little business thing for you if you're trying to do the thing. What else was next steps? Oh, I was clearing where taking next steps is hard. I was also clearing people I was clearing this energy that says life is hard when it comes to effort and ease. Basically, there's just a lot of energy around like this body is just living in a body is difficult. It's so hard. You know, you might be really sleepy over the next few days. I've already been sleepy today. It's just, you're going to be releasing where like doing is hard and bringing in a lot more ease. Just creating to create, having fun. It's like all of this stuff is actually was kind of like leading up to like ease and effort that I was clearing, because like getting everybody out of your next step space, you know, bringing it all back in your personal power when you're not giving your energy away, you're gonna be less tired. You know, it was all kind of leading up to like ease, and like life can be easy, you know, bringing in more of that energy basically to, it was like there's, I'm gonna make a sex joke. It's like, you know, sex doesn't feel good if there's like no like lubricant, or like if you're, you know, if you're a person with a, you know, vagina, right? It was kind of like you guys are like trying to enjoy life, but like there was no lubricant in that third chakra, and the ease really brought in a lot of that lubricant of like, oh, this feels good, now it feels good, you know? And so I was really releasing that too, and where there is this like stop, slow down sort of male energy sometimes, and you know, or female, male and female, all genders, in your space, in your third chakra, they're just like saying like, no. What else with that? That's basically kind of what I did with ease and effort. Oh, I was also bringing in where effort could be fun, and like exerting yourself can be fun, where working out could be fun, a concept. I've had points like that. Where just being in that body can just be so much fun. So yeah, that is basically what I healed today, yesterday night. I hope you guys appreciated this recap, these 2 recap videos. I'm gonna have to freaking upload them separate, it's annoying. Yeah, if you have any questions, please let me know. Thursday, we're going into the 4th chakra. The 4th chakra is all about love. It's about identity. It's about self-love. It is your manifestation space. So next on Thursday, it's going to be really, really, really awesome. I'm also going to be really clearing out what does it mean to be a good person and a bad person. That's going to be really coming up for you guys as well. So you know, for me, being a good person is, I got a stain on something. I'm sorry, I'm just noticing where I got a stain. You know, being a good person is taking care of yourself, you know, maybe not following familial obligations. It's going to be really interesting to have this on Thanksgiving. Yeah. So just really clearing that out. A lot of religious energy will probably be coming out, so just be aware of that. Yeah, that's basically it. I hope you guys like this video. I hope you guys like my eyebrows. They look really good today. I no longer have my extensions. I feel different. I don't know. It's like, it's a new era. Yeah.